Welcome to the Appalachian Heritage Woodshop, woodworking with an Appalachian flair.
This is Jerill with the Appalachian Heritage Woodshop. Because I custom build furniture for clients, I discuss a lot of the variables that I need to know before I begin building that piece for them. One of the more important variables that I discuss is the species of wood. Now, I deal predominantly with native woods from the Appalachian area. So I have a collection of wood here that I can show the client what a particular species looks like. On the top, I've got a number stamped on it, and then I've got a key up here that identifies what that particular species is. Now, I try to adhere to the standard that the International Wood Collectors Society recommends. They recommend a sample be 3 inches wide, 6 inches long, and a 1/2 inch thick. And they prefer the face to be nice and straight grained, free of defects like knots or bark inclusion or things like that. Now, obviously, there are some exceptions to the rule. If you have some exotic or figured wood, here you can see quarter sawn sycamore, and here is some spalted maple. So I try to keep my samples based on the size they recommend. Now, not all of them meet that requirement because some of these are scrap that was left over when the project was done. I did a wood sample display for Heritage Farm Museum and Village in Wayne County, West Virginia. For that display, I used native woods, and I made each sample piece about 6 inches wide, about 3 foot long, and I tongue and grooved the boards and then put them in a frame. So it's a very massive but informative display. Now, I have a lathe turning friend who keeps his wood collection in the shape of an egg. He'll take a particular species of wood, put it on the lathe, and turn an egg about the size of a chicken egg, and then he stores them in egg cartons. So it's easy for him to transport to a show and show some of the different wood species. So wood samplers are a good way to communicate with a prospective client. They're also good if you want to show a finish on a particular species of wood. They're good if you're wanting to show contrasting woods together, which I do a lot of. It's also very interesting to talk with other woodworkers and show them some of the different species of wood that you've worked with, and then you can begin to talk about the different pros and cons of that particular species of wood. If they're a woodworker, they will want to know whether it splinters easy, whether it finishes, sands easy, whether it turns easy. So you can strike up a good conversation and get a lot of knowledge by talking to other woodworkers about the wood samples. So collecting wood samples is a fun way, it's an informative way, and it's an educational way to grow your knowledge on woodworking. This is Jerill with the Appalachian Heritage Woodshop reminding you, be proud of your Appalachian heritage.